Well, welcome to what will hopefully be the last episode of One Piece Triple Duels. I've already had to restart 3 times because I want a very specific rule in Royal Palace here. I want to have 1 through 7 stars. All. Not just one kind of card. I want access to all my cards. Because you really are going to need them if you want to beat this area. Otherwise, you're going to be forced to take losses or are going to be frustrated because you won't have the cards you need. Now, our first hits aren't going to connect, but that's alright, because we will survive long enough to land some blows, at least one blow on Bastille, so we'll be able to use Ace's ability to get through the rest of him. At least I think this set will work. I'm pretty sure you can do it with 3 copies of Ace if you want to go the long route of getting them. I did, because I was hoping I could use 3 of them to counteract, Don Quixote's ability, but that didn't work. Actually, I think this will prevent Meteor from activating. Maybe, or it will. I'm not sure. Can't remember. Regardless, it should be alright, because we're now going to hit him for 65 damage and bonus damage for 2 turns, then he'll be back to 60, not to 65, we'll be down to 25. Red Dragon's ability works twice. But that's all I need. Yeah, Fire Breath only works 2 times, then it renews itself when you drop a new card. So it's a mixed blessing. You might as well get Ace, in my opinion, if you're going to use him. Because the effect will last as long as he's out, so you can do more damage, potentially. Yeah, we're going to use 3 Monets to get through this. Yeah, with all the attempts I've been through this, I actually have figured out at least one working strategy on every battle. Some of them are going to be very time-consuming to use, though. And expensive to implement. Down. Strangely enough, this one will get the cool effect for, 4 turns, so you can stack this effect to your advantage. Of course, that requires you to get in a critical condition, I think, to use it. That's what's annoying with a lot of these abilities. They don't activate unless you have a certain level of health, and they can really, screw you over. First attack's gonna get shot down by Omega, but don't matter. Like I said, we're gonna hit cold, then manage to finish him off. So, well, I didn't say that earlier, but yeah, that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna win this fight with 7 HP left. Next is 3 Diamantes. And I honestly don't know what you can do against them besides maybe overwhelm them with high-powered attack cards. I honestly prefer the Ace method, though you can finish them off with the Red Dragon if you want. Just to be cool. I mean, if you go through the trouble of getting one, you should use it, right? course, he's going to knock out. My first 2 cards will go down. But it's fine. Now we'll be at plus 50 bonus damage. From the effect, obviously. Yeah, Ace's ability stacks, which is useful if you want to use 3 of them against at least a lot of enemies, considering you can do 75 bonus damage on the last one per turn, but it's still a mixed blessing, considering some enemies can really get around it by just hitting you overly hard. Or with their own special abilities, so... Toss up. Boom. Done. And that leaves just the boss battle, I believe. A highly frustrating boss battle. This one took me forever to crack a strategy out for. Or working combination, I should say. Here we go. We're gonna want to use Smoker. Then we're gonna put Emil up. And he's going to crush. Next one. Let's see. Now I want Mihawk. Yeah. This will prevent Guardian from being used by Trouble on the Don Quixotes, which is very important, because otherwise your first opening attacks are not going to hurt them. And they will get in their Parasite ability, and you want to kill them before they can get it off. No, Smoker's going to lose a fight against Trouble, but it doesn't matter. He sets up for what I need. Because you're going to get first attack with Enel. He'll give 130 damage. He'll still have enough HP left to take 1 hit from the next Don Flamingo, which will send him into Judgment setting as he'll be in critical stats, and then he'll be able to hit him out with 1 move. Sadly, you can't stack this card because you only have 1 copy, but yeah, Judgment is no joke for an attack. You don't mess with it. This is why defeating Enel, especially if you have to fight against 3 of them, is a pain in the butt. Then we're going to launch our actual attack and do 143 damage, taking him out in 1 swift move. Victory for us. 20,000 berry, 3,000 bounty. Bonus, a Kyros card and sad ×2. And now we have access to ACE Reminiscene, which I'm guessing it means we get to cover some of Ace's story. I don't know if you'd really care to have most of these. I don't know. I'm guessing some of them are good, but you'd rather have some of the ones that aren't here. Like Diamante. Seriously. Don't screw around with him. I'm guessing this is the ACE Reminiscene, though. Maybe. Yeah, why not? Luffy and Silent Son of the Pirate King, Goldie Roger and his lover Portuguese D-Rogue. Stopping Monkey D. Garp is wished by Roger to him before his birth. At the age of 17, Ace began his life as a pirate, becoming captain of the Spade Pirates. A year later, as the Spade Pirates' Jolly Roger shows flames, Ace likely consumed the flame devil fruit sometime during this year. After he had formed the Spade Pirates, Ace initially intended to take Whitebeard's head. Ace has appeared. Battle rules question. Great. Supreme boss battle. And yeah, I don't know what any of these cards are or their effects are. Uh, Not knowing what we're going up against, it's hard to really counter it. Ah. These are secret rare cards, huh? Ugh. Like I said, it's a pain not knowing what these cards do when you go up against them. I guess we can just hope that's not important to continuing this, because, quite frankly, I don't really want to keep going through here if I have to fight such a tough boss battle. I don't know why you'd want to fight that tough in here. Let's face it, there's no good way to get around cards like that at all. I mean, it gets irritating. I mean, I don't have any of the real super rare cards for the most part, so you need special cards to beat these cards, pretty much. Which means you're gonna have to go out and grind and work out every strategy you need to do in Conquest Tower and stuff, and it gets tedious. Because if you lose a fighting contest in the Conquest Tower, you get warped all the way back to the start of it. You don't get to just keep replaying the same battle over and over again until you find a working strategy. I doubt this is gonna work either. Mostly because you're not gonna get hit with you're still gonna get killed by his next attack. I'm betting it's still gonna hit again. Yeah. They're gonna get crushed by Ace's flame ability. Because Flame's gonna activate and kill him. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna continue the story to try and get through the Supreme cards. I just don't care enough. I found the last area frustrating, and trying to figure out a working strategy against these cards, it'd be even more annoying for me. I guess I can try one more time, then I'm just gonna give up. But I don't think there's any good working strategy here. I mean, like I said, the way it's set up, you're probably gonna need your own Supreme cards to really win this fight, and I only have one Supreme card. I guess we can try using her buff ability. But that would cancel out Great Slash, so we couldn't be able to use Mihawk then. No, really, that's a thing. We can't start with Enel, because he would just get killed. Doesn't hit hard enough. So they take 100 damage out on him. Plus 55. That wouldn't help either. Because the burn damage would be too strong. You'd be wiped out. Before you can make it powerless and start giving you HP back. Guess we can try this. It's not strong enough. Nice. At least that passes on. But this won't be. Like I said, this just isn't worth it to me. I don't care if the developer wants to say this is part of story mode. I just don't care. Final episode, I'm not gonna even attempt this again. I don't care enough to want to finish to even go through the trouble of getting the cards I need to beat that. I really don't. It takes so many hours for me to get as far as I have. I spent over 30 some hours on this game already. I'm not gonna invest another 10, 15 hours to grind out get out the money and cards I need. The takedown one final super boss battle that feels unbalanced, feels unfair because you're not given the kind of cards you need throughout story mode to really counteract them effectively. It's like the game's designed to annoy you with things like this. I guess we can try throwing Ike in the front, but I don't think it's going to change anything. The burn ability is just too good on this super ace. And while I could undoubtedly try and get my own, it wouldn't be enough here. I'd need to get like 3 of them maybe. Again, it's time consuming. I know I said one more time, but you know what? Might as well fail at least once more. Let's face it, I don't expect this to work, because it won't. Even if you cut down damage here, I don't think it's going to help with how powerful Ace's attack is. Yeah, if it wasn't for how damaging Ace's ability was, you might be able to work around this stuff, but... Or if Kuroso got the counterattack ability more times, but no. Or if you could choose when to activate it, so you could save it for the next card using your default attack now. $110 bonus damage is a whole lot of damage, let's face it, and there's no good way to work around it. Not without having copies of the card yourself. And I'm just not willing to put in that kind of time into this game again. So yeah, forget it. It just isn't worth it to me. Till next time then. See ya.